Another sick build here. I love about this build is what you're seeing on the graphics is paint, not a vinyl wrap here. The owner of this vehicle, and we'll try to get a chat with him, this Durango rather, I believe he comes from like the lowrider car scene, having had builds and been doing shows and competitions in the lowrider scene. And he's got into the Mopar scene now, and he's taken that same flavor from the lowrider scene, as you can see with this sick ass custom paint. You don't see these too often, at least I don't see too many aesthetics that are actual paint and not vinyl wrap. It's starting to become more prominent though. I've seen it more than I have seen it historically. But a shout out here, this is one of their sponsors, Custom Legal. Appreciate those guys for supporting the car scene. Go hit up Poppy Flip Mo, but you can see he's left no detail untouched with this build. I'll just kind of pan down the side of the, you can see here, the custom paint on this is immaculate. Another really sick build right here, this 300. This is actually the owner of the Durango, which we just showed you. This is his wife, so they keep it in the family. Bagged, sitting on the ground. Nice body effect, body kit on this thing, looking really good. All right, I'm here with Christina from Los Mopar Toys, a relatively newer club. What, about a year now? 2 years?
A year and a half.
Year and almost 2 years. But you guys have been around forever. Mm-hmm. Came from another club. Mm-hmm. We won't say where. No, I'm just kidding. But
don't need to speak that fast.
But anyways, yeah. So they've been on the scene for a while, and we just showed you Christina's car, as well as her husband's sick-ass Durango, that gray Durango, which is under IG Poppy Flipmo. And what's your car's IG?
One Wicked 300.
One Wicked 300, that sick bagged out 300 that we just looked at, and you could tell that they keep this all the way in the family. When they say they're riding for life and riding together, that's what it means right there. Both have their cars modded out here, flex. You can see some inspiration in your husband's build, and he's being shy right now and he doesn't want to be on camera. But what I think really makes it really unique, and what I was commenting when we were looking at the car was the custom paint and the fact that it's real paint. It's not a vinyl wrap. No knock against vinyl wraps. I have a vinyl wrap and I love it. But custom paint is really kind of the origin and the roots of the car scene. Back in the day, when people were modding their cars and tricking out their cars, they didn't have vinyl wrap. Or if they did, it wasn't being used. So you had to go and paint your car, you had to put pinstriping on your car, and the details in these paint jobs is unmatched. So like I said, when we're looking at the car, I see a lot of inspiration from the lowrider genre. Have you guys been a part of that, the lowrider community? Have you done other builds, or is this all just, is this your first time, taking that type of inspiration and putting it into the Mopar?
No, actually, my husband, he had a Ford Focus, and it was custom paint as well. And it kind of started with the lowrider paint, and his was blue at the time. And when we did the second time around, he wanted to do a wrap, but I told him everybody's doing wraps right now, no shade. I said, but what was back then always comes back around. I'm also go back to paint. And so he was like, a good idea. And so he took it back to where he goes and gets his car painted out with E&I in Ontario.
Okay, shout out
Oxnard, sorry.
E&I in Oxnard,
yes.
Shout out.
And he said, do what you want to do with it. And so he actually brought back his original pattern from the Ford Focus, and it added the old school lowrider color. So yeah, we got the same pattern from his original Ford Focus, and he was like, just do what you got to do with it. And so he, you know, decided to do a little twist and add the lowrider scene, I guess the theme of it, to make it just stand out and be different. And it's since then it's been titled the AKA Lowrider Durango.
Oh, really?
Everywhere we go, yeah. So it's like, okay. But I mean, it's a beautiful idea and it's different for sure.
Yeah, no, one thing I love, and I didn't know this, was that there was a legacy continuation from the first car. So the first car, did it look like, is it an identical match, or is it kind of a similar? Or?
It was similar. The pattern was still the school theme, but it took a more of a lowrider theme. I think just more in depth because his first car was like a royal blue with the navy blue paint, and this one has more of the ghost patterns and just kind of just makes a little pop a little bit different since the design is purple on a silver car.
Yeah, it definitely does pop, and you can see I'm not going to say it correctly, but the sparkle, right? Like, I don't know if it's candy or whatever's underneath the clear coat.
Yeah, the glitter.
Yeah, the glitter.
Yeah, the metallic flakes.
Jumps it off, like, so nice. Lastly, a little bit about your club. Like we mentioned before, Los Mopar Toys, and a really great group of people. Like, if you're looking for a club in the Southern California area, they're great people. We personally have attended a number of your guys' meets. It's always really friendly.
Yeah.
It's always a family event. There's kids, never any kind of nonsense going on.
Wow.
So we definitely can appreciate that. And also, lady driven, your car. How long have you had your 300?
Today marks 8 months that I've had my car.
8 months.
Yeah.
Man, you've already done all that work to it?
I'm trying to catch up.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I had a 98 Honda Accord, lowered, paint and everything, but I wanted to make this car, I guess, I wanted to just make myself proud from where I first started with the Honda to this one. And so I was like, okay, I got to catch up. I got to do this because, you know, me and my husband met doing car club stuff, so it's like, let's get back into it. So
nice.
Yeah,
how soon did you bag it after you got it?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
It looks really good sitting on the ground like that. And you're starting to see it more often, more lady driven and more lady involvement into the car scene. And I gotta say, fellas, like, my fiance also is in the scene and has a car, and these ladies are creative. And one thing, all the ladies, you know, you guys get after it, you know, like us guys, we're pretty chill. We sit back, and you guys have a vision and you guys go after it. And some of the sickest builds, and this 300 right here is definitely one of them. We'll show you some more while we're out here, but the ladies are definitely, they're getting hot on the scene right now, fellas. So, you know, we better keep it up.
It sure is a male-dominant, you know, club, but the females are coming up. You know, it's just trying to get our names out there that the females can do it too, just as much as the guys can.
Yep. And a lot of the other thing that is I'll wrap it up on this, but one thing that is really cool to me is a lot of you ladies are doing your own work. You know, like going out and seeing, you know, my own partner tinkering with her car, adjusting things, getting things put on. And so it's breaking down that stereotype of, like, you know, that women don't belong in cars, or that cars are only a men's hobby or interest. So shout out to all the ladies out there. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.